Now, what's the story, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And in this video today, we're gonna install all the garage lights, something that I've been putting on for about a year because I've been absolutely pissed poor broke. What's the crack, Ben? You come on in here for a minute. Come on, Ben.
Oh, I'm just gonna stand there.
I know, it'll be grand. Because it's a bit awkward, you looking at me, I don't know what to say. So this is my little electrician brother, Ben.
Man's a full-on test subject.
So Ben came up today, as you already know, he's my brother, but Ben came up to assist with my best friend who was also an electrician, and the two of them together are going to wire up the lights. And then we've also got Keith from Garage Goals coming up to fit the specific lights that we wanted here. Now, you remember Keith from a video I done a couple of months ago, installing the floor into the garage, and to be honest with you, I haven't had time to get the lights up ever since, and Keith's been a very busy man as well. So in today's video, we're going to get 2 floodlights put above each door, and then we're going to get the inside with the hex lights over the 2 bays, and that's all for today, but it's going to take up most of the day. How's your day, Ben?
It's gonna look smexual. That's how it's gonna look. Now.
It's going to look...
It's gonna be like this garage is gonna get a full-on glow.
Exactly, yeah, so
yeah.
It'll be deadly. And you're here to assist. Thank you very much for coming up, taking time out of his day. If there's any ladies that want him, I know he is wearing Snickers, put your knickers back on. He is busy at the minute, right? So if you want him to hit up Ben's, here's Ben's Instagram, just right there.
Here.
Just right there. Yeah. So if you want to follow Ben, go follow Ben on Instagram. Ben's funny dude. And Ben will be on another podcast again soon when we get a bit more time. Anyway, I'm going to show you around real quick before the lads arrive, before Stephen arrives and before Keith arrives. And we'll just give you a general synopsis of what's going on here. Do you want to lead the tour?
Alright, yeah, let's go on. Mic'd up and ready to offend the masses. So here we have a big opening here, also known as a garage door. It's kind of hard to see the floor in here, but it's absolutely mesmerising. And the whole purpose of these big fancy new lights, it's like a competition between them. Which can be more mesmerising, the lights or the flower? In terms of the electrical side of things, yeah, that's basically it. Lights going up, floodlights up there. Ian already explained it, sorry. And I'm alright now.
That's the junction box over there. Is that what that's called?
Fuse board over there.
Fuse board.
Yeah. A proper nice state-of-the-art fuse board now for all you Sparky nerds out there.
So basically the way things are going to work in here is there's going to be 2 hex lighting grids. One above this bay here, so you'll see the square on the floor. Basically think about that on the roof with the hex lighting, and it'll be the same on this side. Beautiful.
Look level, man.
So while the lads are busy doing things I know nothing how to do, I'm going to do something I actually do know how to do, and wash these Jeep. Some work going on here.
Skills that being put to good use here.
Bit of time.
Real bit of work, yeah. This area here, yeah, and then, this area here, roughly. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect actually. So I'll have it on this then, and then this one here, on this. That works out good, does it? Yeah. Yeah. Is there long enough lead on them?
TV, they're on my TV.
How many times too?
Yeah, I need a bit more carry on together.
Gonna wrap one of these for showing the people what it is, Keith, right? So this is what Keith's fitting in here now. These are the hex grid lights. Like literally they're plug and play, so all these plug into a little board themselves. I got Keith up to do it because I'm useless with my 2 hands. I'm only good at watching them. So he's plugging them in here. There's going to be 1 border all around this bay here, and the supply literally comes off a plug at the back. So Stephen and Ben, the electricians, they're wiring in a supply just at the back, and then eventually I'll go to a switch which is going to be over here. So Keith, thanks a million for coming all the way up to the country for me. Keith's a legend of a man. If you need anything to do with your garage tiles or hex or modular lighting, Keith's the only man to talk to. And also, if you're based in the UK, there's also now Garage Goals UK. Where are you based in the UK, Keith? Is there a particular depot, is there now?
Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire. I'll put it up on the map where it is here now in front of the screen so we know.
30 minutes outside London.
30 minutes outside London. Get your garage tiles over there and you'll just be as cool as us over here then. So yeah, once these lights go up then, we'll be in a bit of a better place and not hiding in the darkness now during winter. So yeah, that's the job. I'm going to let the lads crack on. I'm going to film what they're doing and bits and pieces of progress so you can see for yourselves what to do, because I haven't a clue what I'm doing. I'm just here to film it. Keith, being the absolute legend that he is, he's actually brought this up here as well. Now this is obviously a hex lighting, but this is the border, the colour of this lighting is actually blue. And Keith brought this up so I can throw a logo in the middle of this here, and we're going to hang it on the wall. So if you see this sitting up against the side and you're wondering what it is, it's eventually going to go on the back wall there with the logo in it. So Keith, there's only one crowd to go to, lads, when it comes to garage lighting and garage flooring. Another little thing I wanted to say as well is that anything that you want from Keith, he will come fit the floor for you if you're based in Ireland, obviously for a fee on top of that, but you'll see it now when the lights are up and everything is shining down on the floor and the garage, you'll get it once it's all done. It's very hard to picture it when all of it's just being done at the minute, and especially with the two lads, the electricians in there working away as well. So this video is a bit hectic, so I had to come outside to let the lads work away just so they know what they're doing, because these two hands are no use practically. They're literally only any use to wash anything or keep things clean. So I'm going to let the lads tip away in there. You'll see it now. I'll put it on a time lapse so you can see everything that's going on. The next step for us is that we have to actually hang the lights out of the ceiling, and how we're going to do that is with little bits of bead and chain. So basically we're going to hang them off the edges here. There's little clips in the edge of these lighting barriers where you can hang them from, so you can suspend them from the roof. Some people put them on a panel and then like hang the whole panel or stick the panel to the roof, but we're not going to do that. We're going to hang them off chains so the lights aren't all the way attached to the ceiling, and it's kind of wasn't the effect I was going for. I'm trying to lower the roof line a bit, so when you have cars in there, it literally looks like it's just the height of the garage doors, but then there's a bit on top of that, you know. So yeah, that's what's going on here at the minute. And again, I really appreciate Keith coming up here on a Saturday on the lads. They didn't have to do this, but did it anyway. So that's the crack. We're gonna get stuck in. I'm gonna put this back inside now.
2 hours later.
Now I apologise for the extremely poor lighting, right? Because it's actually a couple of days later, or it's actually a week or two later, since we actually finished the garage and we rearranged the lights the way they were going to be hung. And this is the finished product. So let's go have a look. So, after months and months of hard work and weeks trying to get the lads to get up and do this and get it all wired in, it's all finally finished. So I'm gonna take you a quick walk around of what exactly we did. So on the nice B-roll shots, you wouldn't have seen any of that rubbish behind there, because that is all rubbish. I got rid of a good bit of stuff that I didn't need, but that mattress is next to go, and there's a couple other bits and pieces. But if anyone does racking, or is looking to get rid of any racking, I'm your guy. But anyway, I'll walk you through what we did here. So basically, originally what we were meant to do was a 15 hex grid system with a border around it, so a rectangular border the whole way around. That just didn't work. The space wasn't big enough to fit the 15 grid and the border in around it. And plus, as you can see here, we just suspended it from the banisters in the roof as it was. And you can see what way, I'll zoom in here now so you can see what way Keith did it. So you can see the little metal chains going over and above the metal posts there. That's the only way we had it hanging it. If we hung it another way, we would have had to put all this on a frame and then hung the whole frame off 4 different sections. However, we didn't do that, and we were running tight for time before Christmas, before we could get it done. So it's all just suspended off chains and S-hooks, and they're very light. The whole rig itself is actually it's less than a couple of kilos. It's only about 5 kilos, I think, the whole rig is itself. But oh God, they look so good now. And Keith threw in that for me. That was a bit of a surprise, as you would have seen in the video. But this is the setup for the moment. So it will get better, obviously, over time, but you know yourself, guys, time and money and everything else. One thing I will say, though, is about these these tile floors that Keith also supplied and fitted these earlier on in the year, is that if you have small stone outside your garage, like these little things like we have here, they are a disaster. So this was all meant to be concreted way before I got this done, but I ended up getting the van actually instead, because I needed a car at the time. But as you can see, this is the way I have it. So it's my little washing wall, my 2 snow foam guns and lances and bits and pieces. Then over there I have my washer, my hoover, toolbox, all the chemicals, and this is kind of a mess down here. Don't mind any of this. This is a workbench kind of thing. And as you would have seen here, maybe last week, I actually recorded my first podcast in here with the lights done. So I have to say a massive shout out to Garage Gold Ireland. They are absolute legends. And Keith is a wizard at what he does. He knows the crack. So he basically came up, delivered the lights, showed us what way to do them. And then he had to shoot off that day. And then he actually rang me and said, here, you're after making a mess of that. I'm going to come up the next day. And he came up and fitted them himself. And Ben and Stephen, the 2 electricians, they wired everything up beautifully. So as you can see, actually, we got 2 outdoor lights fitted as well. So I can wash out here at night time. As you can see, there's the little barge. You can see perfectly out here now. It's grand. Makes some difference when you can see outside. And then this is the whole system outside or inside. Oh, it's tying together so lovely now. All I need is a bit of storage now, maybe on this wall or maybe on that wall, and then I'm going to sort out a little bit of an art wall here now, or going to do something with this wall anyway. It's not going to just stay the way it is, but I'm super over the moon with it and can't thank Keith enough. So guys, thanks a million for watching the video. There will be a podcast live on Christmas Day with Nadia from Ashford Motor, so if you want to stay tuned, click the subscribe button so you can see that. And yeah, that is the garage so far. So I'm over the moon. I'm nearly there. I'm very, very nearly there. All I need is a bit more storage solutions and places to put things, and maybe a couple of more tools, maybe a nice compressor and a few other bits and pieces, and then I have to get the security sorted in here now next week. So yeah, guys, thanks a million for watching the video. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and head over to all Garage Gold's social media. I'm going to leave them all below. Give them a follow, because the lads are sound Irish company trying to do the world of good here for all of us enthusiasts. Like, look at that floor. It's gorgeous. Anyway, signing out. Good luck, lads. Thanks a million for watching the video, and good luck.